Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, 20th day of June, 26th day of Sivan. Here we go. If God forbid you find that your parent is sick and you want to pray for your mother or your father in their illness, so the question is how to name them in the prayer that you're going to say. Do you say their name? It's a little bit rude to call your own parent by their name. Do you call them Avi Mori, my father, my teacher? And that's an illustrious, beautiful title we like to say for parents. But when you're davening, when you're praying to God about your own father, it's rude to, in front of God, to call. It's just not a protocol to give a great title to your father when you're referring to the creator of the universe, and that's who you're talking to. Anyway, when you take that all into consideration, the best way to mash it all together is to say Avi and then say his name, son of his mother. So you would say Avi Yitzchak ben Rivka. Okay, that's the best way officially to refer to your own father in a prayer for the sick. A sick person is always considered, even encouraged, I should say, to pray for himself. Okay, you don't only have to expect and wait for other people to pray for you. You can pray for yourself. It adds a certain amount of humility when you yourself are saying, God, here I am in this simple state and I'm scared, and you talk straight. It'll be very humble when a sick person talks in that fashion directly to God. But you gotta just think out whether you're going to be in the proper frame of mind. You might be so racked by pain, God forbid, that you won't be able to pray properly, or so frustrated that you'll pray rudely, or you have to think it through, that you're in the right frame of mind to say appropriate things to God, not out of frustration and not out of, God forbid, something that shows a disrespect. You have to only pray if you know you're going to pray in the right frame of mind. Humbly, properly, without anger, that kind of thing. If a member of a shul is sick, then it is appropriate for the chazan to include the thoughts of that person when he says Rafa'inu in the bracha for the entire congregation. You're the chazan. The chazan is the shliach tzibur. That means the messenger of the congregation. And as messenger of the congregation, he can be mentioning in Rafa'inu, I'm praying for so-and-so, who's one of our congregants who is ill. If a person is a convert and he wants to pray for a non-Jewish parent, that's totally allowed. Okay, so a convert who has a non-Jewish parent, never converted to Judaism, the convert is allowed to pray, of course, for his non-Jewish parent. He could, of course, visit his non-Jewish parent, and there is a mitzvah to visit in that case. And according to the Chavadas, you can say Kaddish also. Just like everybody else says Kaddish for their parent, a ger, a convert, can say Kaddish for a non-Jewish parent. That's his own. And lastly, if you want to give tzedakah in the merit, in other words, you're saying so-and-so is sick, I'd like to add another merit to his scale, and it is that I'll give $100 to the shul fund in the merit of so-and-so healing from his sickness. That would be a perfectly wonderful and appropriate thing to do. Thanks for logging on, and do log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.